buddies. You remember the OG days where we were all excited for any kind of Marvel movie that came out pre-Endgame, and we used to dress up with costumes of our favorite superheroes and stuff like that, and rush to the theater, and we're looking forward to it. We're never gonna get that, right? Welcome, guys. Welcome to Buddies and Blockbuster. I'm your host, AJ, or I can call myself the disappointed Marvel fan. We're going to review Captain America, Brave New World. Honestly, I had huge expectations on this movie because keep in mind, this is a Captain America franchise, right? So the stuff that the previous movies have done, it always had a standard, right? And no matter what the other movies are doing, Captain America series has always been top notch, right? So I thought, even though Marvel fans, we've had our ups and downs after Endgame, when you think about Captain America, we always thought this is going to be, we're going to get back on track and we're going to kick ass, right? No, I guess Marvel just did the same usual stuff as not getting it right. It's just been disappointing. In a nutshell, the story is we're going back in time for the OG Hulk, the Abomination kind of series with bits and pieces of that, and that's connected to the villain. And then, out of nowhere, all of a sudden, we remember that we have this huge celestial hand and the huge head that's just been lingering around for a long time, and that's from the Eternals. We never bothered about that during all the other movies that came out after that movie, but now we are concerned about that piece. And then let's throw in some X-Men Adamantium stuff just because, as we need to pump it out for the next bunch of movies. And let's try to make the theme like Captain America Winter Soldier with politics and a couple of things and stir it together, and that's what we have with Brave New World. It was never this way when it comes to Captain America franchise. This movie is 2 hours long, and when you have a weak storyline and you're trying to just bake in multiple things at once, it gets boring as the movie prolongs. Maybe 2 hours is less, but it felt like it's super long. Yes, we have the Red Hulk there just baked in there because he needs to cause destruction and stuff, and it's good for merchandise and the kids to have action figures. He just shows up at the end, and that's what he does, is destruction. The other component was, okay, we have an official new Captain America. Sam Wilson is taking the mantle officially with the movie and stuff because he already is Captain America from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, but this was his first official kind of move of taking that mantle. And maybe I'm in the minority here. No pun intended. It's really hard for me to accept this guy as Captain America. It felt like it's being forced, that we just got accepted as he's the Captain America for us now. I don't think it's that easy, mainly because Steve Rogers or Chris Evans, what he put into that character, it's really hard to fill in those shoes. And although Sam Wilson has multiple moments where he says, it's really hard for me to get into those shoes, I can never be what Steve Rogers was, it just doesn't connect. Aside from having those civic pivotal moments and emotional scenes that Sam does a great job in, the whole piece of him being Captain America is not something that I'm connecting with, because to me, I always see him as Falcon. He's solidified his role as Falcon, and that's what I always see. Yeah, he has the red, white, and blue now. Freaking Captain America doesn't have wings and flying and all that, man. It just doesn't feel right. And yes, we have a new Falcon, which is, yeah, he's just there as like a comedic relief. It just didn't stick out to me. Maybe if this was like another universe and another like timeline or whatever, maybe it would have been fine. The fact that you're trying to do this piece in the same universe that we had a Steve Rogers, who was this great legend, and you're trying to do this, it just doesn't feel right. The same thing, I would have the same feeling with Iron Man, with Robert Downey Jr. and stuff. But the main thing is the story. The story just didn't make a lot of sense. You're just trying to put multiple things together and put a tagline of, oh, this is a Captain America series. It's not. You're just disrespecting it. The one thing that I liked was Harrison Ford as Ross. I actually liked his character. Aside from being the Red Hulk, his conflicts and the way how he's trying to be a good guy, but there's a lot of emotional components that he's dealing with. He's a president. He has a lot of components that he needs to go through. That was interesting. I actually liked his character the most out of the whole movie. Yeah, Red Hulk was great to see. It looked like he was super powerful. It would be good to see a Red Hulk versus the OG Hulk go at it and see who wins. But aside from that, don't even think about the villain. The villain, just like any other Marvel movie, yes, we had this OG awesome villain with Thanos. I don't think we will ever have anybody great after that. He's just there. And it's just the weirdest flow when it comes to the villain's storyline and stuff. To me, it was just a disappointment because you have the Captain America series, which is awesome, with Winter Soldier, Civil War, such great movies, and to come up with this as the next piece where we need to move on to this new Captain America, nah. I think it's just another movie that we need to hope and pray that the next one is better and we go and move into the right direction, the Marvel franchise. So my recommendation is you don't have to go to the theater. Just wait for it to come on Disney Plus if you have it, just to catch up with the franchise. But it's not worth going to the theater. But for the folks who watched it, what do you guys think? Are you in the same boat as me, or did you like love it and I'm just keeping too much expectation now? Put it in the comments. Let me know. And as always, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share.